Yeah, I think they're ready for you. Good. Okay, so we're all just gonna agree that I totally had my version of, I guess, Titans me in the first 10 minutes of that, movie. Yeah, and can we all just agree that it's probably gonna be the best version of Bruce, like, ever, like, again, to, like, the next one. Yeah, and seriously, Bruce, we're all saying it here, too. Like, when's my, movie that was supposed to happen on HBO Max? Oh, really? What about the Outlaws? Look, I'm just here so I don't get fined and help out, to represent Queen Consolidated, and honestly, I really just want to go back to Titans. Wait. Whoa, hang on. You want to go back to Titans? Did we hit a deal? Wait, we never made an ironclad deal, and if you want to help out with the universe, that's really awesome, and the kids will love you, and, have a lot of things to talk about. We're like, no, bullshit! Okay, what about my movie? Okay, I'm just here because, keeping up with time travel and stuff like that. Terry, please, let's be honest. Everyone really wants to see you finally have a live-action adaptation. Hell, even Kevin Smith said that, and I think he barely wrote one story with me, I guess. I don't know. Also, are we even going to talk about Jenica Leslie's version of me? Like, is it good? Is it not? Did I pass the mantle okay? Like, what's really going on in season 3? Enough! The floor is yours. Sorry to say, but you got this. Yeah, hey everybody, this is Retrokid Reviews, and, in case you can tell, this is a Bat Family review of Matt Reeves' The Batman, and, Bruce, take it away. You're just really gonna let him talk about the whole thing, like, yeah, he's got this. How do you even know? How's he even involved in this? He's involved now. Look, we're all just here so we don't get fined, right? Not really fine. We're like a non-profit thing. Wait. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. I am the real Nerf Batman, and this is the Bat Family. Today is an important day for me. It's a new adaptation of myself. In preparation, I did the unspeakable. And no, not retro sitting through Selena's Halle Berry. Yeah, according to that review, if you want to sit through that. Anyway, no, I did a bit of study on Mr. Patterson. Oh, God, Bruce, did you really? Yes. I sat through The Lighthouse, and Good Time, and all of his post-Twilight work. Oh, thank God! Synchronized unity aside, we do that sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of weird now that I think about it. Like, every single thing of your tactics is just weird. Agreed, and we'll take the criticism lightly. Richard. Okay, so he only does that to him. I mean, he does it to me sometimes. Me sometimes. He's more forgiving than me when he gets older. Trust me, guys. This is a peek behind the curtain what I got to put up with in my timeline. Wait, really? Enough. Let's get the obvious out of the way. The suit. To put it bluntly, yes, it is my year too. It could obviously be copied and pasted to be a lot of other interpretations. More importantly, Long Halloween, and obviously Arkham with most of the armor design. It's very utilitarian, very... Look, Father, with all due respect, we don't want to know about the military jargon that is going to be your suit and what we all... I can't even believe me of all people are saying this. Regret, or I guess take for granted. Holy shit, is that growth? I think it is. Yo, I'm getting this on 4K in case you say something hypocritical future. You know what? That's a good prep game. Agreed. Wait, what? You still need to be disciplined in some way. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. Robert Pattinson. After seeing your work post-Twilight, you are a worthy successor of my mantle, and I thank you for that. So, is it always like this dead quiet? Or is that me? Shut the fuck up for once in your life. Okay, that's Jason saying that. Yeah, that's not good. So, where do we start? Let's start with Selena, Zoe Kravitz. She did a great job as her, and obviously the first beginning and opening of the entire movie being in under Riddler's perspective, played by Paul Dano. Sorry for the mispronunciation. That's probably the smartest way of saying we botched names here. Look, we need to do a little bit of levity, kind of like what most of the handful of scenes you got with Gordon, obviously. Yeah, you and Dad are kind of like a really good buddy cop that we all kind of thought you could do. We just never thought it would actually work well on screen as it did. Like, no, seriously, shout-outs to Jeffrey Wright doing that. Also, Retro, you are going to be doing the final Bond movie, right? Kinda. You want to tell him, Bruce? He's doing it with me. It's a double review with that and Long Halloween. Speaking of aspirations of it is definitely a year two for both myself and Selena. She is clearly operated as her own version of the Catwoman that I have not seen in a while. Why is this out of focus? Look, it's kind of rare that 4K works this good here, so you're gonna have to work with it. All right, we'll be going on improv. I got it. Let's get to the last bit of my gear, the car. Wait, which car? The Forever car? The Batman Beyond car? The Nolan car? The BVS car, the 89 car, the 66 car. No! My car. More specifically, my beginnings of my car. Yes, the draped over cinematography does remind me a lot of a Nolan film, especially with that chase scene later on with Colin Farrell's Penguin. Getting to the obvious out of the way, both Paul and Colin just basically escapes themselves into this role. And from what I've noticed lately and what Retro told me about certain action movie or comic book character villain actors have basically had to go seek therapy after playing these characters. I don't know in the mental health aspects with Paul's version of the character. Well, misnaming is really happening here. Yeah, I've always thought it was like a toxin kind of thing, like a Joker toxin. No. Okay, a fear gas toxin. You're gonna laugh, but the strange kind, the Hugo Strange kind. That's nothing to laugh about. Were you laughing at him? Oh no. Jason. Yeah, totally Jason. Maybe Damien. No, it was totally Jason. Jason. Are they all just gonna sell me out like that? Yes, they are. Let's get to the very obvious. Let's start off with the plot. It's me basically taking down Riddler's first appearance on the scene in Gotham. And Gotham itself is very New York and a lot of dilapidated metropolitan cities, as it usually is. I mean, Bloodhaven's not bad this time of year. Shut up about Bloodhaven. I mean, seriously, we should all really move there someday. I'm just saying. You guard it. You own it. Okay, we all agreed that I'm basically the king of, like, king shit in Bloodhaven. Dude, you're trying to be the mayor in that town now in my timeline. Wait, what? Hang on. Mayor. That actually has a good ring on it. Seriously? Back to the Future reference? By my timeline, that's, like, really nostalgic, even for you guys. What? I agree with him. You're literally a retro kid. Really feeling like a retro rather these days. Okay. Oh, yeah, that new moniker totally works in the future. Just letting you know now. Seriously? Enough aspirations of the future and stuff like that. Last thoughts, since we are all still in the afterglow of this movie, and more importantly, there is a bit of a controversy that certain, I guess, critics actually want attention, thinking they're getting death threats and stuff like that. Okay, we were told not to talk about that, and we were told that that's a false equivalency and false flag operation like they usually used to do when Joaquin's Joker came out. And what happened? Nothing. So yeah, so to those fans, we apologize for your confusion, and you do need to seek therapy. That is the coolest way to tell a bunch of haters to go screw themselves I have ever heard in my life. Why are you looking at me? That's a good question. So, ultimately, you should see the movie. There are a lot of characters we missed out. Clearly, Andy Serkis's Alfred. I, too, have heard of the jokes and rumors of him being the monkey man that becomes Alfred, but let's be honest, it's a good interpretation of him. And to Matt Reeves, who has a working relationship, I did see the final 2 Apes movies that Retro reviewed. By the way, I guess final cards there if we have time. It is not bad. I can see his emphasis and stuff like that. Also, my auntie was still around. Oh, shit, Aunt Henry, yeah. Wait, who the hell is Aunt Henry? You really don't remember Aunt Henry? Yeah, she was like one of the early people that helped out in the books. Seriously, he had to tell me that like relentlessly when I was in my training days. Seriously? No, this is the first I'm hearing about it, man. I rarely see her every other year. It was sad in the funeral and everything. And this is why I work alone. Father, you know we can all take you. What? You told the Justice League one time that basically you had a countermeasure of yourself in case you ever fell under. You thought it was the League. In actuality, and I speak behind everyone, it's us. That is amazing growth, Robin, and I really am proud of you for that. Thank you. So we get back to the review because Retro is freaking out more than usual. Okay, I did not sign up for this much family drama. I don't know what the hell's going on. yeah, that's basically what we're doing. To my final thoughts of the Batman. To characters we missed, to people we missed, and a certain Falcone. I can't believe it was John Turturro. Seriously, Jesus roll. Welcome to the... Okay, dude, I know it's the Spanish version of Hotel California, but let's be honest. Copyrights? Oh, shit. Right. We have to not totally pay off our algorithms and our universe. Wait, you can do that? Anyway. On my rating, we're going to be doing Jason's equivalent. We've kind of all agreed. For better or worse... Oh, come on, Bruce, like, the Critical Role was really nice. And it works for those reviews for your stuff, but you have to do regular reviews for everyone else. Did I just get reprimanded? Okay, yo, that's messed up. Stick up his ass. Yeah, no shit. 5 out of 5. The board? Yeah, that's usually what he calls us when we're in a meeting like this. Obviously, 4.5 out of 5. The length is a little much, but I think... I'm going with some of the fans that thinks this could work as a TV show, and there are some TV properties that are happening, so it might actually work. 5. I wish I was kidding. This was definitely the darkest we were going to be seeing of Bruce in a while. It definitely, when Robert was playing him, it showed a lot of his headspace, and it's... If you told... Like, seriously, Bruce, if you told me this is your headspace when you were starting out, we all probably would have agreed with you. Hell, we would probably relate to you a lot better. I don't want Damien's end, though. Okay, you're still going to fade away joke me? Yeah. Duh. Barbara. 5. Dad was perfect. I hope I get better. And yeah, I know it's a cringy New 52 suit, but it's better than what I'm rocking out. In case anyone's wondering why I'm in this and not, being Oracle, because Cass is taking over as, I guess, our Overwatch. So, yeah, and also she's on camps. And hi, hello. Yeah, also her language is a little off, because, again, she's trying to not be a mutant again. It's very hard with vocal cords and stuff. We're really working around the clock and that kind of stuff. As one of those leftovers that we never really could do in the pre-New 52. Thank you, Barbara. Honestly, Bruce, did you interrupt me again? No. I merely agreed. Father, that's a little... Okay, yes, so... Wait, did he just slip a little? Do you want to live long enough to hear me slip again? Yeah, that's usually the death threat part of him that we all kind of say he is, but he doesn't really believe it. I'm gonna shut up then. Thank you. Retro, your review. Yeah, let's get this over with. A 10 out of 10. I don't know the full figures at the box office. I just got news that it's a 45-day window for Max. Just got bumped up to next month. Holy shit. Yeah, I know. And as far as everything else, I know Riddler had a bunch of mysteries and stuff like that. The riddles are actually not that hard. It's just that the humor of, like, overcomplicating the situation down to, like, the minute detail of, like, basically, like, URL and other Riddlers I don't have time to spoil. It's more of in line with some of the humor you can hear. The third act, when it came to basically the flooding and stuff like that you saw in the trailers, holds a little more weight. It was very politically charged for his year 2. Again, this was probably supposed to come out during 2020 with Trump and everything at the end of his term. And you could still feel that, the isolation and how, like, really 90% of the movie is Robert in the suit. For those who are saying that, non-spoilers wise, it is not a joke. He is definitely in the suit throughout. Like, the handful of times he's not in the suit is when he's planning how to stop the third act and basically the funeral scene. Again, I wish I was kidding. When he's at the Wayne Manor and when he's at the funeral, he rarely does public appearances, and I think everyone here can agree to that. That was kind of what he was in his early days. I mean, he was with me. I was basically trying to be like a People magazine cover kind of thing. Nah, I was trying to do motocross and stuff. Yeah, it totally showed. I buy it. Yeah, I definitely buy it. More or less. I know I'm probably late to the game to do a rating system. We can't really do Zeta Tube, kind of like metrics here yet, but it's shui. It's very, very shui. As a future Batman that you personally anointed me, and or I guess whatever you do to, justify me having this mantle, can I bypass for a 10? How much do I trust you in the future? More than you'll ever know. Bypass agreed. Technically a bat. Technically I'm going with the room 5. It's really good. Yeah, me and Kate really would like to have a better writing in CW's Batwoman. Please, that'd be great. Yeah, and I could be in it too. Yeah, Steph wants to be in it too, or in Titans, or just anything. Anything would be nice. Dude, it's Bruce. You gotta let some ego go. You know what? On behalf of the Arrowverse, Arrow family, you're great. 5 out of 5. Jason, Richard, let me look at him. Wait, are you sure? Let me look at him. Yeah. It's good. How good? If Robert ever wanted to be me, or voice me, you're an outlaw. No more, no less. 5 out of 5. Just like that? Yeah, just like that. That concludes this review. We apologize for not getting every single detail. This is our first week with the movie. We might be doing a rewatch probably next week or during the 30-day wait period, now with the new restrictions being lifted. Yeah, I loved it. It's awesome. So, with that all being said, and you can do it now. Thank you. Going out of character here. No shit. This was amazing. Robert really nailed it out of the park. The costume was amazing. There's a lot of gadgets I missed. The fight scenes were very brutal and stuff, and I wish I was kidding if I had time in the end cards to talk more about this, but I really would need to do a podcast to just cover this length. Like, 20 minutes plus is not enough. I really need a podcast. If there is going to be a sequel for this deserves me doing like a 2-hour discussion with like channels like Austin Trent and people I've crossed over here in the past on my channel to talk about how basically impressive this movie really is. I'm definitely, despite how this all sounds, I'm very much underselling it. You need to see it yourself to show how amazing this movie has become and the journey it went through, because Robert went through a lot. Like, he was probably one of the first actors that got COVID, and you cannot tell what scenes was him pre-COVID and post-COVID, and like even during any shooting whatsoever, what was like post-COVID, like vaccine era kind of stuff. Like, I really can't tell. The editing was just that on point, and I really hope someday or even later next year it gets nominated for an Oscar, given how amazing the story has gone. The themes of the corruption and stuff like that is very deep and very rooted into like the early years of Batman, to like trying to get that much out before all the crazy supervillains came in. It's just impressive. Again, like I said, shout outs to Zoe Kravitz for making probably a better version of Catwoman than a lot of her peers have tried in the past. Same for the car. It was amazing, down to the chase was awesome. That's only like half hour in at least. There's still like another 2 hours of movie to go. The Riddler's plan is very comprehensive and intensive. It's very simple yet oversimplified at the same time. I never thought the Riddler of all people could be like the second coming of like a Joker, but he's kind of there. One small nitpick before we get to the end cards. This is why I'm doing it out of character. There is a Joker. I don't know what type. One of my cousins thought it was a Skarsgård. Look up the cast IMDb after seeing this movie in case of spoilers, and if he works with you as a new Joker. I don't know, maybe if he wanted to voice act him someday, but that's mainly my opinion. What's there to say about Colin Farrell's Penguin? And I think I said this with my family and stuff. Like, the body suit and like even the makeup was so indistinguishable what Colin looks like in real life that he went to Starbucks after every shoot and nobody recognized that was Colin Farrell. It was like some Jamie Kennedy experiment kind of stuff. Shout out to anybody who remembers Jamie Kennedy experiment, by the way. So with all that being said, my thoughts of just this movie as a whole, it's a lot of things. So back in action. And I guess you had an overall theme that makes a lot of sense. You were telling me about. Yes. This whole meeting was like a State of the Union for comic book movies. Kind of like how I think James E. Janice from Demi Podcast said that the Scream series is like a State of the Union for horror. What can and cannot do nowadays kind of stuff. It's not like a overall guideline kind of scenario, but it's a not bad theory when I look at it. And lastly, if they are going to do sequels for this, which undoubtedly is gonna, I don't know the final numbers, but if it breaks BVS at the very least, it's the true changing of the guard. That's kind of how I always see it, metric-wise, and a lot of the people have seen it when it comes to new Batman in general. I don't know. It's I pitched it last night as like snapshots, kind of like Reeves did for like the Planet of the Apes movies. Like, Caesar wasn't like 6 months after the fact. Like, it was years in between like the infection, post-infection, and then the war. So if that kind of snapshot, kind of like storytelling, if he wants to do that, like this was centered like year 2. I want to see like if it's fast forwards like 5 years down the road, or like another year or two, like in between, like to showcase more groundbreaking like stories of it. If this is like a celebration of Bruce's career, then I want to see it being more emphasized as that, and then hopefully the Bat Family comes along the way those years, because I don't know if Robert said it or somebody else in the rumor mill says they really want to do a Robin next time, and I'm all here for it if they do it. Like, it would be it'd be the first on-screen movie Robin since Batman Forever, so that's a very high bar. So with all this said, end card's finally coming up to Retro's befuddled face. That's not befuddled. To his previous review, which was, what again? Oh, probably talking about Selena. And go to everyone here bickering about their upcoming projects if they ever get one. To the shorts playlist, to other future news that will probably be announced as follow-ups to my movie. To mine and Robert's movie. To my symbol here, my gear, to sub to the channel, and to my gauntlet. To hit the notification bell down below in case future updates happen for Matt Reeves' The Batman, now finally has its own franchise. And to Robert and the cast and crew, down to Reeves himself, thank you for once again bringing me to life. Batman out.